Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to All Evo Day 2025. So this is the second year that this event has run and it's looking like it's going to be a great day. Now while the weather isn't great, we're hoping that it sort of clears up as the day goes on. But first thing I just want to do is just give a massive shout out to Ashley and Steve at Style Tuned Events for basically putting this day together for all of us Evo owners in Queensland, and even a bunch of people have come down from Sydney and possibly other places, I'm not too sure, but I know we've got a few of the Sydney cars down. And yeah, like, thanks to those guys putting the event on, thanks to all the sponsors who obviously helped them to be able to put this event together, because it's a pretty huge thing. It's a lot of cars, it's a lot of organisation going on behind the scenes, and it's a very, very well run event. So second year, and I'm hoping that's going to be going for many more years to come. So basically the day today, the plan is get everyone in. Everyone's got their assigned pit bays. We've got all the generations of Evos sort of separated into their groups. We've got a section for 1s, 2s, 3s, all the way up to 10s, and it sort of makes it easy to walk down the line and check out all the different cars in different generations of Evo. I believe there is every single Evo generation here, including 6.5 Tommy Mackin edition, a Evo Pajero, the VR4s, and every other Evo that there is. So really cool to see them all out together. We've got a bunch of the 10s here. Me and a few of my friends have brought our cars out, and we're all really keen to get out on the track. Now, obviously, the weather, it's not looking great at the moment. It's been basically sunny in Queensland for the last fair while, and then as soon as this event starts getting closer to the weekend, that's when the storm clouds started coming and it looked like it was going to rain. So it's, at this stage, wet track. But looking at the radar, it kind of looks like as the day progresses there might be one more bit of rain coming, and then after that we should be good to go. And with all the cars driving over the track, it should dry up pretty quick. The main reason we really want the track to dry is because there is a roll racing elimination round happening later, and some of the really, really big horsepower cars here we're all keen to see battle out. But if it's wet, I don't think that's really the best option to have those cars out. But for now, we've got a bunch of cruise sessions to do, which obviously all the street cars are going to be fine. We're all all-wheel drive. We'll all be able to handle taking our cars out and on a little bit of a wet track. There's also some sprint sessions. So yeah, a few of the cars will be heading out and racing, seeing what sort of times they can get. And yeah, obviously, I don't know if I mentioned, we're at Lakeside Raceway here in Queensland, so really good track for this type of stuff. It's got some fun sections in it. It's got a nice straightaway where everyone can kind of roll race in the cruise sessions and in the actual roll racing. So yeah, hoping the day goes well, hoping the track dries out. I'm going to do my best to film every single car here, so starting off with walking past every car that I can. And then after that, I'll get the other camera out, I'll try and film the cars, I'll put the camera on the back of the car, I'll try and film some racing, just try and capture the day the best I can. But yeah, so getting through the last couple of cars here, there is probably still a few more to come. But yeah, going to try and film everyone. If I do miss any cars, I will apologise in advance. But there's just so much going on today, as well as I'm driving my own car and everything. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'm going to get as much of this filmed as I can. Hopefully there's enough footage depending on the rain and everything, but yeah, with that said, let's get into filming some more cars and get right into the video. Alright guys, we are out on the track, and this is just like a sort of parade lap, I guess. So we've got every single car, I think, that is here today that is going onto the track is going to be heading out now. So it's going to take a while, and then we're all, I think, parking up 3 wide, basically a lot of the track, taking up the whole track and getting like a huge photo. And I'd say someone will be flying a drone over, so hopefully I can try and get that footage if possible. But yeah, crazy turnout. We've done our driver's briefing with our armbands for track driving, and just hoping that the track dries, which I think it will. If we don't get any more rain, you can see it's not really that wet. So a couple of sessions of cars driving, you know, too wide, it should dry it. So yeah, gonna be a lot of fun. Gonna try and film as much as I can. So many cool Evos here, such a great day. So again, thanks to Ash and Steve for putting this together. Weather didn't exactly come out perfect, but it is what it is. I think if we do get a bit more rain, which it is spitting at the moment, I think that's going to be it for the day. Then after that, we should be all good. No more rain after that, and it should dry up. And yeah, I'm going to put the camera down now. I'll grab it back out once we get our parked up in formation to get the photos, and then after that, get to do some fun driving on the track in the cruise sessions.
close up, we're going to move on. We're going to jump over.
right there. That would be.
Alright guys, heading out for another session now. So I got junior passenger, he's going to do some filming if we get some runs. But as you can see, has started raining again. So don't know how we're going to go, but yeah, definitely give it a try. And I think there's like a heap of fast cars out in this session. So do our best, have some fun, and yeah, cut to the clips now that Junior gets. Where do I go? Barrier. Alright guys, well as you can see I have left the track on the motorway heading home in more rain. So unfortunately it just rained out the entire day. We really thought towards the midpoint of the day it was going to clear up and the track would dry, but every time that looked like it was going to happen, more rain came down. So yeah, really unfortunate. And I'm not sure if I showed or whether I was able to explain what happened, but the last session I was doing, we got, the pulled back into the track with a red light, and I didn't realise what had happened. I thought we were going to head back out, but unfortunately one of the cars had gone off track and hit a wall, so that basically ended the session and ended the day really. Yeah, it was just an accident, things happen, but really feel bad for the owners of the two cars that did have accidents today at the track. Just it sucks, and yeah, that's just the unfortunate part of it. Do want to say thanks so much to Ash and Steve and all the sponsors that put the event together. It
was still a great fun day for a lot of us. I really enjoyed it. Car did really, really well. It felt great out there, to be honest. Like, don't know if it was the cool weather or what it was. My car felt really, really strong. I was able to put the power down in the weather we had, and I wish I had done more sessions, to be honest. But I was trying to kind of focus on filming, showing all the cars, filming the event for you guys, and maybe that cost me having some more fun myself. I should have probably done another 2 sessions instead, but it is what it is. I got as much filming done as I could. I got as much driving done as I could. I think I balanced it out pretty well. And yeah, hopefully there's another one next year, because it's a lot of fun. It's so good just seeing all the Evos out on track together. Yeah, I'm hoping that we're able to continue doing this yearly. But yeah, hopefully that's the case. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the event and some of the cars. I tried to film as many as I could. I probably missed a few, but yeah, that's just unfortunate. But yeah, I'll end it there. I'll catch you guys in the next video.